Instagram versus reality.
Is this real life?
An unspoken topic, yet it's actually way more serious than you might think. There has actually been trends recently going around of people not using Facetune anymore, not using makeup, being their natural selves, and they've been getting a ton of love recently, which I think is a great step. With people being so pressured to compete with photos that are photoshopped, facetuned, and shot at the optimal angles, we got a perfect compilation of showing what the picture looks like on Instagram versus what it actually looked like behind the scenes, or how the people actually look like in real life versus how they show themselves online. This is not to offend anyone. This is not going to be an offensive compilation. This compilation is purely for education, to show that it's okay not to look like this. Because little do you know, some things may be skewed that you didn't know about. Here we go. We got a first photo over here of a picture shot with optimal angles, chin tucked, facing down, fierce eyes, good lighting, legs are in a nice pose. It really just requires some practice and some knowing of what is the best angles that you got. Well, once the pose goes away, the shoulders are slumped, the legs aren't out, and the face isn't tucked. This is the before and after. This girl is trying to prove a point that how she is on Instagram is different than her reality, to show to her young audience that they should not feel pressured because things look completely different. Now guys, welcome to Reaction Time. I hope you're gonna enjoy the compilation. You're gonna see a lot of differences, which is actually pretty shocking, but I think you're gonna enjoy it. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you guys do enjoy the video, can we please leave a like? It'll help me out a ton. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Fishman. This is my Instagram and Twitter. If you guys want to see my Instagram versus reality, this is my reality right now. This is me on Instagram. That's right, everyone's guilty. All right, I'm excited to jump right into it. Well, this guy is kind of trolling. He says when you're trying to pretend you're flying, but your sister ruins your plans, so you still try to take a photo for Instagram to show people that you're still traveling. In reality, you just faked the whole thing, and your sister actually just exposed you in a different type of angle. Now, you never guessed that if you just saw the first photo, but now when you see the second photo, it's easy to tell that you're just sitting in your living room couch. It's okay. It's relatable. We've all done something like that. When I was younger, I got a Google image of a perfect cheesecake and posted it on my Instagram and put, just celebrated my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. This is the food we're eating right now, and it wasn't even close.
He's a liar.
Like, everyone has done it, trying to compete, but there is actually overuse of some editing apps. This is Instagram. There may have been some face tuning and smoothing out the belly. Of course, it is pushed in a lot more. Now let's see reality. This is a different shot of the same girl without face tune. I think she still looks amazing. I don't think it's necessary, but this is what happens when the standards just get ridiculous. People always try to keep up, and that's why they feel like they have to do this. Now, guys, I want you to tweet at me the worst Photoshop fails you've seen on Instagram. It could have been from a celebrity or anyone else. Next up, Instagram. As you guys can see, optimal angle, lower back is arched, head is high, and then chest is out. Amazing lighting. Now, someone got a different angle from a different shot, which was considered candid. This is the difference. As you can see, in the reality picture, her hair was wet, she was sitting down, she was slumped, and it was totally different. But this is the same person, so you guys should not get discouraged. It really is only about your angles and your posture, as long as you don't use any apps to edit your features. Now, here's another Instagram photo. Now, a lot of people actually use these features and tools to help their body look more curved. For example, this girl, if you look close, if you scan from top to bottom, you can see that the mirror is actually skewed right where her waist is, and that means there was some help there. This girl apparently did go viral, and on her Instagram, this picture was posted. Now, there's ways to avoid that. Number one, just don't use these editing apps so it won't embarrass you as much when people find out, because I feel like this is worse than anything else. What do you guys think? When people are caught doing that to their body, it actually makes it worse than it helps it. Guys, it's not only girls, there's guys. Guys are guilty. Everyone is guilty. When guys try to show off their broad shoulders, their large back, their abs, this is the result. I'm kidding, this is a joke. This is the result. Now let's look close. If you're just looking directly at the picture on the left side, let's zoom in. Look at the fence. You see how it skews downwards? That means the waist was pushed in. Because like I said, even guys are guilty. Guys have to keep up to a standard like this guy right here. Boom. Just like girls have to keep up to a standard that is actually impossible and unrealistic. Next up, we got a travel photo. The girl uses the bikini to actually tuck in her belly and then adds a belly button on top to make her look like that's the waist. Now, if you guys zoom in a little closer, you can see that her actual belly button was not photoshopped out. So this was a mistake and everyone saw it. There's actually no going back once you make that mistake or once you decide to actually show that to your viewers. Now, the audience can easily see that there's two belly buttons and the real one one is actually on the bottom where everything was tucked. It's actually slightly unfortunate that people have to do this. What do you guys think? Do you feel pressured at all to skew your photos this way? Next up, if you compare this girl's arms, let's compare the left arm to the right arm. Pretty big difference.
Where is it?
This arm is definitely bigger, and then you can see that this gets skewed right here. We're gonna keep going. It's all about angles. It's all about lighting. It's all about posture. And then not only that, the crop also matters a ton. Like this guy who says, just bought my first house with a prayer hand, only to actually, if you look closer, he just cropped it. He was at a showing at like a Lowe's or a Home Depot and took the picture in front. He actually dressed up for this, but then he got exposed. You got exposed, guys. So maybe think twice about it before you do it, or actually be at your own reality, your own truth, or actually try to make your own truth a reality instead of trying to fake it. You know, fake it till you make it. Not online, people. Not online. Now this one was actually done very well. They're at a concert. Their favorite band. Who do you guys think it is? Is it? No, their favorite band is Broadband because they're in front of the TV. They're using satellite to stream the actual concert. They're not there. As you guys can see, it's faked. Now, this was more of a comedic thing. It's a comical thing. They didn't actually try to fool everyone, but they just showed how easy it is to just fake a photo online, and you can't really know. They're just at home with friends. Their friends helped orchestrate the whole thing. Now, look at the difference. It looks like she's in a majestic lake or like a puddle with some color grading. Well, if you actually see what it looks like from a different perspective, it does not look nearly as enticing. What do you guys think? It looks like she was in the sea, but no, she's just in a puddle. She looks like she's in a field of flowers, but is she really though? Think about it. She's not. She just needs some flowers bunched up, get a little crop from her chest up, and there you have it. Another picture of a guy in a gazebo having a blast, chilling with friends. Am I right? No, again, it's a Lowe's. Oh, I think this is a Walmart actually. That's right. You can fake anything. What about this guy? Babe, stop taking pics of me, please. Yeah, little did he know the mirror was right there. That's how easy it is to fake that as well. We got another Instagram versus reality. Using Facetune, you can smooth skin, smooth your eyebrows, but this is the reality. Even with good lighting, people don't naturally look like the photo on the left. It's extremely rare. So now everyone actually thinks that it's natural to look like the photo on the left, and it's not natural, and it creates a bad sort of standard for everyone. When someone looks like the picture on the right, which is not even a big difference, they start freaking out. Look at this shot of Cologne. This is like advertising versus reality. We got this amazing shot of Cologne with some color grading just in a little puddle. It looks amazing. Well, let's show the reality. It's actually in a dirty puddle on the ground in a street somewhere in a cul-de-sac. Yeah. This is actually interesting. I've never seen something like this. So if you look close, you can see that a shadow on her face of hair is actually straight. But if you look close at her waves, they're actually face-tuned. They're pushed in, and then it created waves in her hair. Now you can tell if you zoom in there as well, it is too perfect. And yes, it is waves. You can tell right here, and even up here, that Facetune was used to create these waves in the hair. Now, can you even believe anything anymore? Instagram versus reality. All right, guys, look at the difference with a little bit of adjusting, how big of a difference it can make. On the left, we got Instagram. On the right, we got reality. Obviously, there is slight differences. Now, this girl, of course, is really talented at using photo editing apps and lighting, poses. It's actually what she does for a living. And then reality, you're not gonna always get the best angles, so it's hard to always have the most perfect shots. Now, this one is another one, Instagram on the left. As you can see, the thighs are much larger and wider, but let's compare it to the other leg. If you guys compare it to the other leg is actually left out and was not expanded like this one was. It was almost like a editing fail, and you can see a huge difference in both. Now, this is another photo of her with no editing. She does have skinnier legs than normal compared to her Instagram photos. So Instagram versus reality. I see nothing wrong with the second photo, so I don't know why it's so necessary to try to increase the leg size as much as possible, because I think it looks perfectly fine. What do you guys think? Maybe people should stop using photo editing apps, but as long as Instagram exists, there's always going to be edited photos because you want the best version possible. Next up, posts like these are on the rise, everyone. Like I said before, people that come out and say, hey, this is how I actually look. I feel better showing my true self online now. She says, I seriously have to forgive myself for the times I used to edit my photos. I fully embrace myself as I am, cellulite and all. She has a little bit of cellulite, and she just shows it to the world that it's okay. You have to fall in love with ourselves completely.
If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else?
And I agree 100%. Guys, leave a like if you agree with that. Let's get 100,000 likes just for that. I think that's awesome. Now, of course, you can kind of tell when people go pretty rough with the Facetune or the filters because you start to look kind of morphed, unnatural. This is one example. And the skin gets a little too pasty as well. Now, like this, for example, if you look at Kylie and then you look on the left, the girl's face actually does look way too pasty and almost looks like a drawing, like a painting, like an artist painted that. That's what happens when it's a little overused. This is Kourtney Kardashian actually posting a photo of her legs with a tan line and some stretch marks. If you guys can see that, we're gonna zoom in right here, which is amazing. She's showing people that
she's just a human being,
and that's all that matters. I think a lot more people should post stuff like this. I think it's really cool. If you guys zoom into the tiles near the waist, you can see it's completely morphed, and that's what happens when you use a photo editing app behind straight lines. People can easily notice it. This one is pretty extreme, guys. Look at the tiles right here. You can see that it's completely morphed. That one is extremely easy to notice. So guys, like I said, just stay true to yourself. I don't think you need to take it that extreme. Yes, optimal angles, lightings, good color, good background, anything else that makes the photo look very appealing, but I don't think you should contour your body to that extent or like blur your skin so much that it looks like it's a painting. That's gonna wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed Instagram versus reality. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and suggest more video ideas at ReactionTimeVideos@gmail.com. And if you guys support the channel, make sure you get the merch at timelessbrand.com. First link in the description. It will help out a ton. Again, guys, follow me on Instagram to see all my edited photos, colors, and saturation I add to my photos. Right here, it's all Fishman. I'm just kidding, guys, but I do try to take my photos with like the best angles and add as much color as possible. But I feel like everyone tries to do that. That's gonna end it, guys. I'll see you soon. Have a great one. Until next time, peace out.